How do you guys like to start off your Mondays? Your week in general? Me personally, I love to go take out my overnight oats that I prepared the night before, add some strawberries, some honeys, mix them up real good, man. I like to cook up something good to help me get that right amount of energy to start off my week the right way, my week, my day, all that good stuff. But some people like to cook with controversy. And if you haven't guessed by now, that's what we're kind of going to be discussing by the title of this video. Another Smash player has gotten themselves in a bit of hot water, and I'm not sure the temperature is going to cool anytime soon. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So right here, there's a tweet from a lady, Nina Turner, and she added the current governor of Florida, who's running for president, which is a whole nother can of worms. She said, "Hey, Ron DeSantis, Ronnie D, please define woke. And don't use that cultural Marxism line because that means nothing. If you're going to have a war on something, say what you mean." This individual replied, "Well, define woman." To which she says, "If someone says they're a woman, they're a woman. It's not a tough concept," which I would agree with because there's just a certain level of respect that comes with that. And I think the majority of people should just have. It just makes life easier for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Why be combative about stuff that literally doesn't harm you? Zenyu, though, had an opinion. And he didn't use a burner. He didn't hide it. He just went straight up on the main account and he said, "Sorry to break it to you, ma'am, but this is a very tough concept. Am I a cow because I say I am? If you think I'm not, you're free to admit your logic has zero consistency, zero coherence, and cannot be applied in any other discourse. Please try not to embarrass yourself further." Now, maybe in old Twitter, this would have gone pretty much unseen and unthought of, but the way Twitter is now, like a lot of these comments pop up on people's timelines. Like it's not hard to see when somebody's replying to something now. It's just how the website is structured. So a couple smashers clearly caught wind of this. You see Dara down here just simply replied, "That's gross." Adam said, "Very disappointing." And then Luxray, which actually made me chuckle here, said, "Did you forget to switch accounts?" It's really, it's a lot of kind of comments like that. But the real meat of this is actually in the quote retweets. Look at this, 58 quote retweets. And let me assure you, as the saying goes, they are indeed beating his ass. Yeah. So this is, you can go through and look at it yourself, but obviously, someone here, Nike jogger, "Sorry to break it to you, but cows and gender are two extremely different things." You know what I mean? Ace Stu said, "Rest in peace, Zenyu, bro." Kind of saying it's over. Squid right here says, "Effing weirdo." Weirdo. A lot of these, but guys, his Mario combos are so sick. And, Zenyu is a prominent, or was a prominent player in Smash 4. It hasn't had the same success in Ultimate, but still a very good player. But, as we've seen before, that does not excuse behavior like this, which all it serves to really do is just make people uncomfortable, right? So Zenyu, he, doubled down, stood 10 toes down, and he ended up tweeting later on, "It's a free country, talk your shit." Okay? "It'd be hypocritical of me to state my opinion without being willing to let you guys state yours. Twitter be how Twitter be, but insults bounce off of me like bullets on Superman." So obviously this man must have heard about the race swap Superman that's coming soon with Michael B. Jordan. And this nigga decided to put on his cape and just go to war. Cause that's all this, that's all this really is. And this one actually has even more quote tweets, 93. My goodness. And they are not anything pleasant. Crest right here immediately replies, "You're right, it is a free country, but your free speech corroborates a dangerous line of thinking that will directly and negatively affect many people in this community, potentially even some of your friends." And he says, "Well, good arguments are greater than appeals to emotion." So the problem with that, essentially from my viewpoint, is dude, it costs $0 to just it costs $0 to just not say anything that's just going to be making people in a community which clearly encourages and celebrates people's diversity and differences. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. A lot of my friends, identify how they want. That's cool with me. You know why it's cool with me? Because they're not hurting anybody and they're just living their life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let people just be able to live their life without making it, a freaking war zone, which is what I'm seeing here. And I don't think Zenyu particularly got that menu. You see, someone, you dropped your Crown King, it's a trash can lid, and Someone low tier God meme, and there's just like a lot of stuff. This one particular I thought was pretty funny. Let's play hide and seek. I hide and you seek professional help. I thought that was I thought that was amusing, just because the guy from Breaking Bad is always funny. But yeah, man, and obviously, still you're seeing a couple of likes and stuff like that, and there are a couple of supporters, but the overwhelming majority is just not on his side, and for good reason. Again, what did I tell you guys, a couple minutes ago? Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence, and he's eating one of those consequences right now. Metafy has actually dropped him as a coach. Somebody kind of brought this to Metafy's attention. They acted pretty damn swiftly, to which they said, thanks for the tag, they've been removed from Metafy. And if I'm not mistaken, Zenyu's pinned tweet is him being a coach on Metafy. You know what I mean? And you look at these quote tweets, which have updated. Let it go, Lil Blood. Laughing emojis. As a coach and character roster, Lauren not holding back. Former coach, does he know me? It is not looking good for Zenyu. And then another thing and this is the thing, when you kind of get put in a spot like this, when you've clearly decided to make a really bad, just social faux pas, a really bad decision in how you decide to let people see you in what light, shit just comes out the woodworks. So apparently these are screenshots from years ago, and I will say Zenyu said this is false. He said it's fake, but it's really strange. It's like him saying you're not black, are you? The person says nah. He says, or she or whoever says I'm very, very white, drops the heart emoji and says I love white people. Well, hell, y'all know me. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. But I'm not sure this applies in this particular situation, Zenyu. And then it gets a little weird here, the huggles. I don't know what huggles. Brother, what block you from? I'm there's a lot of things here. But like I said, Zenyu said it's fake. But if you dive deeper in here, the retort to that is actually this video, which apparently is proven that is in fact his Skype name and his messages, and this is just basically above my pay grade. You know what I'm saying? And that's apparently the Skype name, Mastazin Zenyu or whatever that means. And there's some stuff in here. But I think the interesting correlation is the screenshot she posted following that up of him going by that very name right here, in Japan, from however long this was, looks like, 2018 or something like that. So definitely a big snowball effect, and not in a positive way. Zenyu has not since replied to that retort that she gave. So I am interested to see, is this going to be a case of okay, we're just gonna go dark? Because he was talking about this on his stream. I did tune in for a little bit because I was like, what the hell is going on? Like I said, anytime I've met Zenyu, he's been a very nice guy, and I never kind of got this vibe lurking. Like I said, anyone can feel how they want to feel, but time and place, man, you got to keep that to yourself. This is not the community where they're going to let that rock. So, you practicing combos and dodging accusations, brother. It is not looking like it's going to get any easier. But I'm curious what you guys have to think about this just out of nowhere and developing situation. People never really going to ask my opinion on it. They're going to want us to talk about it a little bit on the podcast and all that stuff. So I thought I'd just make a video because I just couldn't believe it. And I was just well, did anyone else have an inkling this was a thing? But you already know, man. Leave a comment below, comment, subscribe, you know the vibes, and I will talk to you guys inevitably on the next video. Peace.